Hey there, everyone. Now, this unexpected live stream is going to be quite one for the ages. I mean, I didn't think I'd be doing a live stream on Thursday, but still, this one is big. I mean, seriously, this is about the future of Kawhi Leonard now. I mean, seriously, Kawhi Leonard's future is now on the line after Paul George signed that huge contract extension. So, what's going to happen to Kawhi Leonard now? Who knows? Who knows? All I know is that Kawhi Leonard is free to opt out of his season after 2022, which makes things a lot more difficult now. After getting that 5-year, $190 million contract extension, sorry if I said over 200 during my last video. That's the combined total. Still, after getting that 5-year, $190 million contract extension, Kawhi Leonard's future is now in the fate of the Clippers now. What the heck is gonna do? I'm gonna ask this question. What will become of Kawhi Leonard after 2022? That's the question I want to ask you people. I mean, seriously, the guy did a lot for the Clippers, and now his future is in the balance after Paul George gets his big-time contract deal. This puts the Los Angeles Clippers in a huge predicament here because giving all that money to Paul George means saying goodbye to Kawhi Leonard, or perhaps saying goodbye to his replacement for any future replacements. I don't know what the heck were the Clippers thinking by giving Paul George all that money now. I mean, seriously, what the hell is wrong with the Los Angeles Clippers? I think this is a dumb move on their part, but still, if you all think it was a good move, please comment down in the live chat. But to me, it's a dumb move because paying Paul George all that money without even thinking about Kawhi Leonard. I mean, seriously, it's like saying, bye-bye, Kawhi Leonard, bye-bye. You served your purpose. Now get the heck out of our facility. I mean, they announced this the night before preseason. I thought we were going to get a Giannis contract extension, but instead we see a Paul George contract extension. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? This is insanity, people. This is insanity. I mean, a few years ago, during the Lakers getting Anthony Davis year, Kawhi Leonard, Kristen Dillard says Kawhi. Welcome to the chat, Kristen Dillard. He won't leave. Have you seen all the money Paul George got? I think it's a sign that he will leave. Unless Los Angeles Clippers releases multiple guys, I think Kawhi Leonard is gone. Still, this move was unexpected because this came out the night before NBA preseason. To keep Kawhi Leonard, the Los Angeles Clippers have to think about finance decisions now because after signing Paul George, they're going to have to be careful with their money. Who they bring onto their roster and who they release. As I was saying, the year the Lakers got Anthony Davis was the year the Clippers. Oh, and Giannis is probably not going to sign his supermax. Yes, I'm well aware of it, Christian. I am well aware of it. He's focused on the future, but I'm not talking about Giannis. I'm talking about Kawhi Leonard. I mean, seriously, Kawhi Leonard came the year the Lakers signed Anthony Davis. He came to Los Angeles to play for the Clippers. And what the heck? I thought we were going to see more Kawhi after this, but instead they gave Paul George all that money. This is insanity, people. This is insanity. How the heck are the Los Angeles Clippers supposed to afford Kawhi Leonard after this? You know how much money they're gonna have? How much money they're gonna have to save up? You should have gone somewhere else, Kawhi, because Kawhi is a top 5 player, and Paul George is one of the reasons why they blew a 3-1 lead. Yeah, and that's what. Yet Paul George got all that money, and not Kawhi Leonard. They gave Paul George all that money. Christian, that's what I'm talking about. That is a good point. That is a good example of why the heck Paul George shouldn't have gotten all that money. This is insanity, people. This is insanity. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's messed up. I think that was the dumbest move on the Clippers' part. Not only are they risking Kawhi Leonard, but they gave all that money to a guy who blew that kind of lead Christian Dillard mentioned. That's like saying this. I cannot believe the Clippers actually did this the night before NBA preseason. This was one of the worst re-signings of them all this year. I mean, seriously, that is what I call Paul George thinks he's the best. He is not. He is not. Everyone says they're the best, and look what happens. I mean, seriously. You don't go spending all that kind of money unless you're determined that's the guy leading towards the future. And honestly, I would have saved all that money for Kawhi Leonard. I would have saved all that money for Kawhi Leonard if I were the Los Angeles Clippers. Just imagine if Kawhi chose the Lakers with AD and LeBron. Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. They would be in a major hole right there. But yeah, they would be in a major hole, Christian. Yes, they would. But if he was with the Lakers, I would understand choosing LeBron James and Anthony Davis. But this is the Clippers we're talking about. Not much stars, people. Not much stars. I have to say this is kind of the one of the most embarrassing re-signings of them all. Never thought I'd have to do a live stream about this. I mean, seriously, I never thought I would have to live stream this. I mean, the Clippers gave me a reason to live stream this. After hearing about that Paul George contract extension, I just felt like I had to. Paul George is always taking dumb shots. Yeah, you bet. Yeah, you bet. Plus, do you know how many trades and releases the Clippers are going to do in order to keep Kawhi Leonard? A lot. A lot. He's a good shooter, but always shooting. Maybe, Christian. But you don't go spending that kind of money unless you're 100% sure he's for real. If he's your main guy. You don't go putting everyone else on the line unless you're absolutely certain you're ready to bet all your cards on it. I mean, if I was betting the Clippers farm, I would have picked Kawhi Leonard. I mean, seriously. Paul George, really? You could have waited another year. You could have waited until Kawhi Leonard made a decision. But instead, you get it out of the way? You should have waited until after the season until after Kawhi Leonard made a decision before you gone ahead and re-signed Paul George. Kawhi's literally the best mid-range shooter and arguably one of the best defenders. That is right. That is precisely what the Clippers should have thought of before re-signing Paul George. I mean, seriously, what the heck? We've seen a lot of moves out there, but the Los Angeles Clippers, they're the NBA Tennessee Titans now. Now, during the NFL, it was Tennessee Titans that made the dumb moves. This time in the NBA, it was the Los Angeles Clippers. I mean, seriously, what the heck is going on here? I mean, seriously. I think someone hit their panic mode and then ding, ding, ding. I mean, seriously, tomorrow is NBA preseason and already. It's crazy time over here, people. It is crazy time. Signing Clowney was a mistake, and letting Casey go was a mistake too. Yes, I completely agree with you on that one. I wish they kept Jarrell Casey, and signing Clowney was also a huge mistake, but we all expected Jadeveon Clowney on the team because he was a good defensive player. And yet all of a sudden he was bad. And even if Jarrell Casey stayed on the team, do you still think he would have gotten injured? We won't know now, won't we? I mean, when he was with the Broncos, he got injured. He got on the injured reserve list. If Titans kept Jarrell Casey, would he be on the injured reserve list? I don't know. Guess we'll never know the future now, won't we? But since you're bringing up NFL, Christian, if Casey was still our team, we probably still would have had our top 10 defense. I think I would agree with you, but I think they were more confident in Jeffrey Simmons than Jarrell Casey now. Because Jeffrey Simmons is younger. But since you're bringing up NFL, Christian Dillard, I will, in fact, I did post this as a discussion, but I did post on the discussion the list of NFL games I'll be live streaming this month and January 3rd. Most of these were 50-50, except, and believe me, there will be more big news in the NBA. Yes, I will agree on that. I will be live streaming two NBA games. Opening night, I will be live streaming Golden State Warriors and Brooklyn Nets. And on Christmas night, I'll be doing Dallas Mavericks and Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I wanted to do Clippers and Lakers, but on Christmas, on opening night, but it's way late. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't stay up that late. So yeah, I have to do Golden State Warriors and Brooklyn Nets. I have the Nets beating Golden State. I don't know why. Really? Guess I'll be but still I would be live streaming Kevin Durant's debut as the Brooklyn Net. To see if he truly fits well with the team. But if you're expecting me to live stream tonight's game, I can't. NFL game, I can't. Because I watch ABC show A Million Little Things. That's something I'm going to discuss when I do my NFL schedule live stream video. Now, if Clay was playing, I would have Golden State. I completely agree with you. So basically, these are the games that are 100% guaranteed this month. On Monday, I won't be doing Steelers and Bills because this is the last week for Fox's animation domination. So my shows are going to interfere with some of these big games. Will you be live streaming live NFL playoff games? Yes, but I will be discussing which games I will be live streaming in my NFL playoff live stream video. During that video, I'll be discussing how each NFL team got there, and I'll be discussing which games I'll be live streaming. Now, here are the following games I will be live streaming. I will be doing Monday Night Football. The Baltimore Ravens versus Cleveland Browns game, Monday night. And here's the thing, September 20th or 27th, I will probably be somewhere else. I don't know if that'll be September 20th or 27th. So my chances of doing the Cleveland Browns New York Giants game or the Tennessee Titans and Green Bay Packers games are going to be up in the air. But if I do decide to go September 27th, I will be doing 2 games that week besides the Tennessee Titans and Green Bay Packers. If Colts and Steelers are not in my territory, I will be doing New York Giants and Baltimore Ravens. That is making me so mad because they keep saying the Browns are legit because of one game. You know we played the Packers on Sunday night, right? Yeah. Yes, that's why I'm saying that I will do 2 games. That's why I'm saying I'll be live streaming 2 games on September 27th. So if the Colts and Steelers are not in my territory, I will do the New York Giants and Baltimore Ravens. But the day after Christmas, I will be doing the Miami Dolphins versus Las Vegas Raiders game. I'm not doing Tampa Bay and Detroit because the Lions, they're going to be suckish. I can guarantee you that. And I can't do the 49ers and Cardinals game because it's not going to be on TV. It's going to be streaming. So that just leaves one game. The Miami Dolphins and Las Vegas Raiders. And I could afford to miss the season premiere of The Rookie because January 3rd is going to be the last Sunday Night Football game. I'll be live streaming the last Sunday Night Football game if that happens. Though we won't know which game will be on. On that day. Still, back to the Kawhi Leonard situation. I hope they get this resorted out because this is insanity. How insane things have gotten. The Chiefs are unstoppable. I hope Kansas City makes the first seed because this message got retracted. I hope the Clippers find a way to get their situation under control? Because this is insanity, people. This is insanity. I mean, what the heck is going on with them right now? Because I heard you say back on the Kawhi situation. Yes, yes. Boy, oh boy. But tonight tomorrow they'll probably not use him. Gee. I don't know what to think of next. Guess I'll end it right here. I'll be seeing you on Monday night when I do Baltimore Ravens and Cleveland Browns.